45.
Let's go!
13 yards on the play. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Jet 61, matchbox lights.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Waiting.
It's been a long day for you. You go take.
Sunday. For Tokyo.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
It's second and inches. At the 41-yard line.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Lamar Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive play.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Kenny Clark able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Lefty, lefty. The great 57. Hey, Delta.
Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Kenyon Drake, 37 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Mike 42. Two jet.
Get ready.
Hey, wahoo.
42.
Throwing now is Wentz. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Let's go now. Put your on it. Put your on it.
Yeah.
47's the mic, boy. 41. Check. 47.
That's what I do.
47's the mic, boy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready. Time to end it. Check right 47. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Jackson now to throw again. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Joe. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Smell fear in that offense. Smell fear in that offense. We got motion. Back up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he's got his man Hilton. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Hilton. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. Let's go, defense. Man up, D.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Zoo, watch the twist. Check, 42's the mic.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Let's go, D.
Now Drake. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kenyon Drake saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fielded at the 20. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. On the return, Jackson. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 66 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? He's got daylight. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Kill. Hey, Charlie.
On play action, Wentz flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm coming after you.
Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a score closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Right back to Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
First and 10 at the Packers' 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 23 yards, the final tally. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now Wentz Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On play action, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Wins to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
like bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash when the money